when you are cool with being ordinary in a grown-up way, you tend to not take anything personally. And then you're like, wow, all these people, they make smart-ass remarks about blissfulness, and yet they're not blissful. And they're not with a therapist. And they don't do self-help, mindfulness, mindsight, or put into practice actively learning how to self-soothe their nervous system or their brain or any of it. But they make it sound like being able to be happy is impossible. Well, one, we have all 6 basic human emotions when you're a healthy self-worth person, and you did get to either go to good therapy to, again, get your emotions on, and I'm not kidding, with all of the love in the world, when I see people who are in good therapy, they like emotions. They don't actively whine about it. They don't actively want to, you know. So I see people making those jokes about things or getting reactive when they don't seem to have the capacity to be flexible, adaptive, coherent, energized, stable with the unknowns, uncertainties, and unexpecteds of life, which is why emotions do come up. All of them. So let's see, fulfillment. Yes, you feel fulfilled when you can, one, tap into the depths of you, and the depths of you has it has these emotions, and then you know, you can explore them with your lovely, what is it called? Hold on, I went to SMART class yesterday. I love it. Your vector. Yes, your vector, your body. You can call it your body. But apparently we have these 3 key subcortical areas in our brain. Thanks, Dr. Dan. Let me see my notes. If I wrote somewhere down the right words to use, because I forget my words. And it's not here. Just give me 1 second as I look. It's only 2 pages, luckily for me and for you all. Oh, and there's some episodes on YouTube for my TikTok viewers. One's still working to get loaded, so this one might come out first. We'll find out. Subcortical networks, yes. So one is agency and the essential needs of you, basic needs, food, air, water, all that, and also connection, because we all need connection. So that's where you will have the dominant emotion of anger, apparently. Separation, distress network, that is about bonding, and that's sadness that can come up. And safety, drive, certainty, that would be fear. So these 3 subcortical networks actively motivate or are motivated by different motivators. So again, essential needs, agency, and that's also connections. Bonding means getting meaning of life from others, and that's where sadness. So if I didn't do a good job and you're not happy, if I don't have an integrated brain and I'm not a balanced human being, then I will feel like I did something wrong, and that's where that sadness comes into the mix. And then again, fear, so certainty. If I am afraid because I have some stuff coming up, so for fear we use our brain. Actually matches the Aquarius's way of, we use our brain a lot. So brain and heart is bonding, so right here. And gut, visceral, is anger, frustration. I won't review all my notes, but when you meet people who don't know how to be a human, they will make funny jokes about wisdom. They will also, some get upset, and then there's also those who just make blanket statements. And then there's those who try to reassure people knowing you got laundry, like the Zen master. And anyone who just tells you you have emotions. So I'm here to say, yes, we all do. Some of us stub our toes. We'll say, fuck that toe, damn it, it's hurting me. And then we get over it, because that's actively how long an emotion can last, like something along the lines of 90 seconds. You process, you then share it. And so having an integrated brain, and that's where flexible, adaptive, coherent, energized, stable people, we have fun together. Mindfully aware, accountable, regulating, and we are fun, and we have fun teasing passive, quote-unquote aggressive people who don't know how to have fun. I mean, we don't tease too badly, but there's also why twin flame and flames. Yes, we don't have a saga or a drama. Nobody chases anybody around, and nobody definitely runs around. So when I have heard of this, I already was at my number 3. And it is beautiful. Yes, between the spirituality awakening that doesn't need a twin flame to be activated for the divine feminines, the part about our mission and what we're here for, spirituality journey, well, guess what? Your human name, please. take ownership of all your child parts, then come and let me know. In fact, the genius human being who is apparently thinking they know everything and that they're going to scientifically prove that's what they want to do. They want to prove with sciences. I love when the spirituality community decide that they want to make headway in the sciences. Don't they know that we're woo-woo? I mean, really. Where is it? My notes. Hold on a minute. What was it? Yes. TF is about remembering who you really are. Yes. Number one, pure consciousness right here to share with you. I learned it from Jesus, though, and God. So pure consciousness, God, generator of diversity, or actively the loving God. The vengeance one, I learned that our God is not vengeance. So that's where I didn't get that catechism. Otherwise, I would not have made any promises, because I like to keep promises. So I did say, hey, God, I don't see Lucifer or evil. Now, I do know now of Michael Stone's scale, and I can tell they all need therapists, which is why I surround them with my mystical powers with therapists, so that they can get help and they can get out of their shame button and get out of the angry 16-year-old who's fighting their own self and then is telling all of us that human is not kind, that humanity is not goodness, versus the smart people who know, we're not inherently good or evil. Do you not know moderation? Anyone? I like to tease. I can go to extremes too, but I do it in a funny way because, this and that are true. This is why my lovely friend, he said, you're a hypocrite. I was like, nope, I'm enlightenment. No, I didn't know that yet, but now I do. It's a flexible, adaptive, coherent, energized, stable brain. Our brain doesn't fall out of our ass. We just aren't rigid or chaotic with information. And nobody knows everything, so we actively don't give anybody, precedence. And spirituality-wise, yes, I'm a feminine. I have my own relationship. As I told God, I said, I promise to love people, forgive, and do all this stuff. I don't know what they're doing, but they're protecting people who hurt people. So I'm pretty sure you told me how to respect and be kind to my brothers and sisters in all of this. So I'm going to keep doing that. And as for this, I don't really know what it is, but I know you told us you wouldn't meddle into our business and that we get to take care of it. And here's where the 5D collective, we get to take care of supporting each other. To know that humanity is not inherently good or evil, and facades are facades. And that's because the only one who are looking to facades are the same ones who don't know that an adaptive child pattern behavior is a person who could use a good therapist. They will most likely do a little bit of Cusco journey first, and maybe they'll become aware. I'm going to say they could become aware sooner than later, now that it's the year 2024, because we have great attachment trauma researchers, therapists, and good therapists out there saying, hey, let's not project that trauma stuff. It's unkindness. You don't need to have a distorted view of yourself or of humanity. We're all imperfect. We're all flawed. We all can unconditionally love. Oh, and we can all know personality traits, that there are filters. So we all come from somewhere. So I have Maria. I can put my personality to the side, but she's still here. I would be a liar, pants on fire. I have a implicit memory. I have actively, without even maybe knowing it at times, implicit bias that somebody can point out, and I'll say, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. And then obviously, though, if they're grown-ups, they won't be like, yeah, you know what, I'm keeping a string for you. If they're grown-up, they're going to not actively do any of the, you need to apologize, you can't be in neutrality. So yeah, whenever I'm hearing you can't be in neutrality, I'm like, you obviously don't know equanimity yet. You obviously don't know the land of the truth yet. Your 14-month-old hasn't had the lecture or the intel on how your likes and dislikes, emotionally and mentally. They're not the factual facts. This is subjective experience through your filtered eyes. People that don't like to hear that's because they know, no, I want a rigid box. Who wants rigidity and perfectionism, you may ask? Yes, it's called the adaptive child. They can also be maladaptive. It's a teenager leading the way, and they have a shame button, and it's called their 1 and 3-year-old, which unfortunately is not going to see the light of day, but their 16-year-old might get prancy happy as they get more lost boys, lost girls, lost days that follow them. And that's for those who are 3D, 4D and following, the leader. And we don't. We get to be ordinary, 5D decent human beings and mystics along. So come join the ride, Twin Flames. It's a fun ride. We're going to have a couple episodes, and then we're going to have this one, or anyways, this one comes on TikTok. The other two might come on in a little bit. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back with more spiritual self-help and secular for those of you who don't believe in spirituality. It's cool. We don't take offense. Again, we understand. The woo-woo spiritual pseudoscience lady, totally get it. But you get to put into practice mindset, and mindfulness here, and you hear about stories too, and how beautiful it is and fun to have actually truly loving relationships. It's really fun. See you again soon.